Thank you for all the likes. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning. Yeah, I just have some strange folks coming in here. So you guys let me know if you see anything weird going on, because those aren't my people. And just let me know, hey, you got another one in here. Another one. I'm all about the love and light, not about the politics, and I'm not about coming on here just because I read angel cards and doing low vibe stuff. I come on here, take time out of my day to make sure to share my love and light with you guys. So you're not gonna have your way today, low vibration. You're not. And this is what I tell you guys when I talk about lowering your vibration, because you get tested. You get tested every day to see if you're gonna react. And for many years I did react. I failed the test miserably, horribly, because from where I come from, we don't know how to respond. We don't know how to be like, okay, let's talk about this. No, it was more of rawr. It was like, and that's where most of us are. We're taught to be in our masculine 24/7. And then when all of a sudden they're like, hey, the war's over, the fight's over, you don't have to be in your masculine anymore. You're like, well, this is great, because now I'm 40 years old and I don't know how to be a woman. I know how to be a woman, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I walked around for so many years trying to be a bull. And you know why I was a bull? Because everybody picked on me so darn much. Don't pick on people, because then you have people that shouldn't be a bull, that should have... I've always wanted to be my angelic self my whole life, but people pushed me and tested me. And because I'm also a Pisces, I don't want to be a walkover. And Pisces are very known to be doormats. And so a lot of people take my kindness for weakness. But the one thing that I am not is weak. And the one thing you are not is weak. No, and I always tell people this: you did not take from me, I gave. I know what I'm giving. I know when I'm over giving. I know when I'm giving way too much and I need to give to myself. I know when I'm giving to other people before I'm giving to myself. We all know this. But that's what... And you know what? It's also a trauma response. When you overgive love, get attached too quickly to people, or you just can't shake someone because you're just like, I'm so consumed with them. It's because, and I have had to learn all this stuff. Nobody taught me this. I've been asking questions, by the way, since I was born. And everybody was like, I'm not dealing with you. You're annoying me. And they brushed me to the side. So I'm a curious person. I'm a Pisces. I had to go find the answer. So I've been on this mission my whole life. But in 2017, I actually got the facts. I woke up to this, and now I've studied, and now I know this stuff. And I know that I didn't think my childhood was pretty decent, but I didn't know that the way that I was given love was so strict and so like, I don't want to deal with you. It was more like, go, woe is me, pay attention to me, but I don't want to deal with you. And that's how a lot of 80s, 90s parents from the 80s and 90s did. We were latchkey kids. We just did our own thing, and we were in charge of our own thing too. So know that that's a trauma response. There's certain things that make it, that you're not just the way you are today magically. This is stuff that you've been taught over the years, and that's what a spiritual awakening is. It's learning to finally stand up and let go of those beliefs that are no longer serving you, because the middle of belief is lie, just so you guys know. So I'm 68 and you're just now learning your gifts. That's awesome. So you're far from weak. That's awesome too. Because we are not weak. That's why I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor of narcissism. I'm a survivor of the toxic shadows. 52 here, learning all this 4-year journey that started. Some folks ended up here. Yes. So I've been on this journey for about 5 years now, consistently every day. Ever since I learned that these gifts, I knew these gifts were in me, but I never had the right environment to foster it. So know that until you start shaking people and patterns off that you don't need no more, doesn't matter how old you are. If God, if the angels, if your creator, if goddesses, whoever you believe in came to you and said, hey, it's time. It's time. And you don't have time to think about, am I good enough? Am I too old? No, because if the universe came to you and said it's your time to be a light worker, guess what? It's your time to be a light worker, because only humans are caught up on time and age, because the rest of the world doesn't operate on a time frequency like we do. So I've had to be strong. Yes, so that's right. I'm also 52, also healing and growing. Michelle Marcus. Yes, that's awesome. I high five to all three of you right there, because I'm 40, but see, my mom, when she was 40, she hit her lowest point, and she actually went back to school at about 46 and got her bachelor's degree. I'm very proud of her on that aspect, because she was set up to fail too. She was set up just to be like the rest of the survivors of a toxic relationship, of a abusive relationship, and she changed it. And now she's not living the way that she could have. So you can change at any age. It's a little rougher when you get older, because now you have more in here that you have to release and let go of. But it's never too old to teach an old dog new tricks. And I always keep that in mind. And I always tell people, if you have trauma, you have some kind of time delay there. Because I'm 41, but I swear that I was just 20 the other day. And I figured this out because I was married at age 26. And that's where my abusive marriage was. I was picked up in my prime. I was 26. I was living life. I was feeling good. I was like, woo, I'm on top of the world. I was a salesperson. I was beating everyone. I was doing good, guys. And then because I didn't have that self-love, because I fell for it, I got tricked into, boop, you have to do a marriage. You have to be society, the vision of what society wants. And that's why I did all this stuff. But now I know, when I'm like, why, how am I 41? And I really don't feel it. I really don't. And it's not because I'm just like, oh, I'm not that old. No. Why do I feel like I'm in my mid-20s? And that's why I figured out, wherever your trauma started, that's usually where you go back to and you feel like every day. Kind of like if you started using substances at, say, age 17, more than likely your inner child has a huge gaping wound, and your mind is still at that 17-year-old mindset. So when you get off of everything, now you don't know how to live in the world, because it's kind of like when you're teaching your teenager how to sort the colors and the clothes, and how to wash clothes, and how to mow the lawn, and actually do daily tasks. That's how you feel when you come out of trauma, when you come out of substance abuse. You feel like, now I know I've had all these experiences, but now I have to learn how to live the regular world. And that's where a lot of people get caught up, because they're like, I've had all these experiences, and you're telling me I can't even do a simple thing like wash clothes. It's challenging, but you can get through it, I promise. So you don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I'm in my 30s mentally. Exactly, Barb. Exactly. And you know what? Age ain't nothing but a number. I hate that song though, because R. Kelly bothers me. He was the reason for that whole song, and he actually went and married Aaliyah just so that jerk could go in there and have him some teenager. And yeah, so anyway, sorry, that song bothers me now that I've found out all this stuff about him is true. And I look back at Aaliyah and I'm just like, you are the. I feel sad for her because he is the number one narcissist manipulator. He even manipulated our whole world to like him, and he came out with "I believe I can fly." Yeah, I bet you believe you could. You wish you could fly now that you everything you've done has come back up to you, sir. Karma. I don't know. I watched a biography on Aaliyah the other day, and it really, or I was watching it about all the like famous people and the hidden narcissist, and I watched the whole thing about her, and I was just like, how did this go down that she was such a big, in front of everyone, and not one person was like, hey, R, hey, Mr. Kelly, why are you hooking up with her? She's 15. I'm just saying. Some things, and when I look back, all this awakening process, I look back and I'm like, how did we tolerate all this? And nobody said nothing. It was okay for that one, but not okay for that one. And that's where a lot of people have a problem with this society, is it's so double-sided. And it's only good for one person, but not for the other. Not everybody. So someone needs to borrow my phone. I'll be right back. I got some questions. Me too, didn't get started on that. Be right back. Okay, ground crew, sounds good. Except when 30-year-old men want to have a relationship, it won't work. Yeah. It can, I guess, but you have to find the 30-year-old that's secure in his manhood, because they're actually a lot of fun. You just have to have one that is secure and also doesn't have mommy issues, because sometimes they end up, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it's good to be, go get the younger ones. You can teach them. I got jokes. I have to have jokes. I've been in a relationship since I was 14, and now I'm in I'm in a relationship with me, and that's all I'm focused on. If I get some magical partnership in between that, hey. Other than that, hey, I like me. I feel pretty good about me, so. All right, I'm going to get to this motivational speech. Sorry, guys, I get people come on here and then remind me of stuff, and then I have to focus. All right, so this is my motivational speech about change, okay? What does it mean to truly change? How much further must you push yourself to reach that range? Life is merely different moments collaborating, vibrating in sync with divine energy, creating new memories. Those memories of the past still live on, the words still fresh in our minds. Many mountains out of molehills is probably what you will find most of the time. Overreacting is the source of our minds not fully being satisfied. Our egos being in overdrive and feeling small and misunderstood. Toxic relationships are most likely the blame for this shame. Today, I invite you to answer this question. If I separate myself from this toxic relationship, how much self-esteem and clarity do I have to gain? It's a question to ask yourself. And is this relationship really worth the pain? Is it really worth it? Are you putting yourself in there for a reason? Because you don't get any gold stars for enduring a toxic relationship. Or I would have the most gold stars of the whole wide world, okay? And I don't. But maybe I should go give myself a little board and put up my gold stars. Change can be swift and cleansing or slow and steady. Change can be worrisome and feel a bit threatening. Change can be methodical or fanatical. Bottom line is change is needed and always happens despite our best efforts to resist it. Say goodbye to the remnants of yesterday and hello to the possibilities of today. Tomorrow is not promised. Today is not finished. Write your story unapologetically and freely. Live in the moment of today and possibilities of tomorrow. Repeat this affirmation. I am free to change. I am ready to change. I now accept the possibilities of change in my life. And so it is. Amen. So that's my little motivational speech for today. I bet I have more gold stars. You probably do, Barb, for the fact that you're older than me. And anybody older just, obviously has more experience. And but I'm proud of you that you've made it here. That's super awesome, because when you get older, you have to start. It's like face this, or you have a choice. It's like, do you have the midlife crisis and break down and face everything and heal it? Or do you just sit and be bitter for the rest of your life? And that's where I've looked at my in-laws and our, people in the family. And I can tell the people that decided to do that and the people who decided to be bitter and not face nothing. And just know the reason why also I decided to go on this journey and actually fix stuff and heal stuff is because I believe in past lives, and I've been shown this. And I've been running away for so many past lives that this life I'm tired. I'm like, just give me my lessons, get it over. Let's just do this because I want to go chill. I'm tired. Okay, so know that you are going to eventually have to face these. And if you don't face these, guess what? If you have kids, your kids are going to have to face them. A lot of this stuff, I have to balance myself for not being resentful, because a lot of this stuff is my mom's karmic lessons, my dad's karmic lessons that I'm facing because I'm the generational curse breaker, if you want to call it that. I'm the generational curse healer. Yeah. And I have cleared out a lot of stuff simply because I don't feel it is fair for my daughter to have to carry this burden, because I shouldered this burden from both my parents, and no thank you. I don't want to put this on my daughter. So I know that she's going to have her stuff, and she's got enough stuff with her dad. I might as well clear out my energetic field. Yes, I have to go. Love learning from you. Awesome. Thanks, Barb, for showing up. Come by anytime. And I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful Lionsgate portal. So, Michelle, thank you. Great job. Awesome. Thank you. Hello, Brittany. How are you? Nay, I don't want to train anyone. Yeah, it gets a little tiresome training, but I would always rather train someone rather than try to retrain someone who's got bad habits, because boy, I like a clean slate. So Lionsgate portal, we're gonna go over a couple things of what Lionsgate portal is, and if you guys are enjoying this, share it out, subscribe to my YouTube channel, all that fun stuff. But Lionsgate portal, it's connected to the sign in Leo, right? And it opens today, and it says, I saw it as the 28th. I don't know if it's 28 or 26 that the portal opens. The peak of the power of the portal is today. The peak of the power of the portal. Say that 5 times fast. So the peak of the power of the portal is on 8/8/22, which is today. And so 8 is a number of infinity, okay? And the Lionsgate term refers to the annual alignment between the sun in Leo and the star Sirius. So the star Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky, and the Egyptians were really associated with the star Sirius. And It's also known as the Alpha Canis Majoris, or the dog star, okay? You're getting a little astrology lesson this morning. And so the Sirius star disappears for 70 days every year, and the mummification process takes 70 days to complete. That's a fun little synchronicity that you got going on there. So that's with the Egyptians, okay? So the stars heliacal rising, which is, I think, the distance from the sun. And so they basically, the Egyptians and the Sirius star, it was also coincided with the annual flooding of the Nile. So they those things all coincided together. So the Lion's Gate is associated with Leo zodiac, and the Leo, okay, my mom's a Leo too, by the way, which is fun because her birthday's on the 28th, and that's when it says this portal opens. And Leo doesn't accept scraps, okay? Leo is very like, I'm deserving of everything. They're entitled to pleasure, deserving of desire, and ask for what they want without shame. Now that's a healed Leo, okay? Now the other ones that aren't healed will ask for what they want, but if they don't get what they want, then they will manipulate for what they want. Okay, so that's the big difference about a Leo. Leo's about pride, but if your ego's out of balance and you're not healed, then it becomes unbalanced, and now you're a jerk and you manipulate and you get what you want. So there's a difference always between a healed, because people are like, how can you say these characteristics for one zodiac sign are for everyone? And it's because there's two versions of a zodiac sign. There's a healed version and an unhealed version. So if you don't like something, the characteristics of an unhealed, like say Gemini, they always have something to say about Gemini because it's the twins, and they say you're bipolar, and that's the negative side of it, right? But if you don't want that, start healing that from within, because there's a lot of good traits of Gemini, but there's a lot of negative ones. There's a lot of good traits about Pisces, but an unhealed Pisces is manipulative. They're very emotional. They're very 0 to 100, and they will burn the world down and they will go and swim away skittish. If you're unhealed Pisces, you don't trust anyone. You're paranoid. And everybody is constantly on a test. So I've been on both sides of it. So learn both sides of your zodiac. That's what your shadow side is. Your shadow work, your shadow healing is standing up to those parts that you don't really like, that make you embarrassed, that make you feel a negative emotion, and embracing those and feeling good about them and being like, I don't care. This is me. I know I have issues, and I tell people, yes, I'm on a healing journey. I've been doing this for 5 years, but you know what? I'm not perfect, and nor will I ever be perfect. But at least I'm getting up every day to face those, because most people run away. And I'm standing up to it now because I'm tired of running. So, mine too, the 28th. Awesome. You're a Leo. So this was meant for you. What about Virgo, Leo on the cusp? So, Fiat 500, Virgo is an earth sign. That's very grounded. Okay. So you're very, you can be very analytical, you can be very grounded, very loving, very caring for people, but you're unhealed. And since you got the Leo, you can be a little bit showy too and glamorous. But the unhealed of like Virgo is the manipulation, being petty. My ex-narcissist was a Virgo, so I don't play Scrabble with Virgos. Because or trivia games, because let me tell you, I played it with 3 Virgos one day. I almost lost my mind. They were in the rule book. They were petty about oh, well, that's not a word. And yes, it is. It's a word. Well, where's this word at? And they were like making words. Yeah, it was a whole. You don't want to you don't want to argue with a Virgo. You better come correct, and you better not have a gray space in there, because ultimately they know they're right. And most Virgos will fight to the death on that they are right. But Leo is a symbol to be brave, and to be free, and to be brave, to be free, and to be full. That's what the Leo, it's a lion. You're the lion. You're the king of the jungle. Lionsgate gives us permission to want, and Leo reminds us we are worthy of worship. Okay, because sometimes we feel like we're selfish, or maybe a narcissist, because that's what I thought a narcissist was, conceited. But we need to be a little conceited. We need to love ourselves. If we don't love ourselves first, if you don't tell yourself you're cute first, how do you expect anyone else to come and give you that energy? I know I'm a good person. I know maybe I have my flaws outside, but everybody does. It's what we are. So Jesus was an unsealed Virgo. And I, an unhealed Virgo. All right. So, yeah. And they say that Jesus was a Pisces too. So I don't know what, because but I feel like Jesus was a March Pisces. So that's a whole different kind of Pisces. Yeah. So Leo's symbol is to be brave, to be free, and to be full. Caring for oneself is not self-indulgence. It's self-preservation. Okay, so self-care is not selfish. Repeat after me. Self-care is not selfish. Okay, so this is a very awesome day if you guys weren't aware. And 888, the number 8 is the infinity symbol, okay? Because it keeps going around for infinity and beyond. So, angel number 8 is symbolic of the number of abundance, achievement, and it's your karmic debts also, okay? And union of material and spiritual. So if you see the number 888 today, that is a little wink from the angels that abundance is coming your way. So when you see 888, when you see numbers of 8, it's also a twin flame number, but 8 is a number of abundance, of prosperity. You want to radiate with that number of 8. Also, because angel numbers always have a bunch of different meanings, but the number 8, the infinity symbol, when you start seeing 888, it can also be a little nudge, like a little, hey, stop going around in circles and let's move forward, because now we're just going around in circles. And Post Malone's song is playing in my head right now, going in circles. So if you see 888, it's about your abundance coming, but it's also about taking steps and maybe not sitting in your mindset. If you can't do something physically, or you can't do something about your problem today, manifest it. Start at least doing what you can. Well, I can sit here and not have bad energy or bad thoughts surrounding this. I can either A, go keep myself busy and go do something, or B, I can do something that changes my mindset, because it takes about maybe 5 or 10 minutes to really just change mindset. Have you ever just been in such a bad mood, and then somebody comes in and they say something or they do something and you're so mad, you're spitting fire mad, and then all of a sudden you just start laughing, and then you almost feel crazy because you're just laughing so hard, it's like a belly laugh. Gotta go, have an amazing day. amazing, abundant day. You as well. Angel blessings for you, my beautiful soul. And you can check this out. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel for the angel messages later. So have a wonderful day. Cardinal insight. That's awesome, Lulu. Just go stick it. That means that your spirit team is there with you right now. And they're saying, hey, so March 20th. So you're a Pisces. He will burn it down. Yes. Yeah, this is a very awesome day. So today our goal, and that's why the universe is giving us a little test. Do you want your abundance today? Guess what? You get to have Lion's Portal on a Monday. Are you going to keep yourself in a good mood, or are you going to let other people bother you and get up in your abundance and block it? Or are you going to do things to heal yourself? Because like I said, it just you have the choice today, and it takes about 8 seconds for your thoughts to become things. So check your thoughts today, and if you feel that you're not, like I was talking about, having a full-on belly laugh, it's all about releasing. And people think like, oh, I'm supposed to be sad. Well, you can be sad in the moment, but you don't have to be sad forever. And people just need to stay in their own lane and mind their own. So, okay, we're going to finish this. So it's definitely 8 is the number of karmic debts, spirit, and material of your union of your material and spiritual coming together. So you're having a little spiritual awakening today. 8/8 is a power manifesting day because it's the 8th day of the 8th month and the 8th astrology house, which is Leo. And it's the 8th house of astrology. Leo is associated with sex, death, and regeneration, and the cyclical nature of life and loss, and it's an unending number. So it's an infinity symbol. Tarot Leo is strength, the lion card, and if you look on the lion card, the tarot deck, I don't have it with me today, but the strength card actually has the infinity symbol, the number 8. It's laying sideways on the girl's crown. And that is for strength. It's about being brave, being bold. The lion why is the lion the king of the jungle? Ask yourself that. Look up spirit animal for lion too, because this is about embracing your courage. Lionsgate is all about new beginnings, reflect, and revisiting your inner child, okay? When you have inner child trauma wounds, also we were just talking about you feel like you have that delay. Barb, you feel like you were, you're still in your 30s and you're in your 50s or your 60s. That's because I figured out one day is, where did my trauma start? And just like I said, if you're a substance abuser, if you've used substances, your mind usually stays at that 17-year-old self. That's why you have such rambunctious people that are in addiction. Because they've been doing this since they were like 15, 14, 17, whatever, in our teenage years. And so their minds stopped there. So now they're 40 years old and they're still got that mindset of a teenager. So you're like, why can't you get it together? Why you're yelling at a teenager, okay? I don't care if they're 50 years old. Their mindset has not grown because it stunted their emotional intelligence. Their emotional intelligence has been stunted. So I would like you guys to stop and think for a moment, where has my emotional intelligence got stunted? When I think back and I close my eyes, where's the last moment that I remember having fun as a kid? And where do I remember that trauma happening, where it just all stopped and I stopped having fun? And that's where the adulting began. That's where you need to start working backwards. So I figured out 26 was my ideal mark of where my life stopped, because I met my narcissist and I got married, okay? And so a lot of reprogramming went on, and that inner child, that because I was full of life and vigor and was running around, no one could touch me. I felt good about myself. I was still learning about life. I still was getting those experiences. And that's where I noticed I could never get past that. Now that I know that, I've went back from 26 all the way till I was a baby. And all those moments that I have that pop up in my head, I have my adult self go and give my I visualize it as my adult self. That's how you heal your inner child trauma stuff, is you look at it from your adult self in your mind, and you go back and you rescue that inner child self and let it know that, hey, I got you. I'm protecting you. My adult self is not going to let those people hurt you no more. And you have to go down this little walk, because that's why we're stuck in inner child trauma. That's why we can't heal. That's why we can't adopt new patterns, because we still have these patterns and these ideas from when we were teens. Okay, you can't apply teen ideals to 50-year-old ideals. They don't translate as well. Okay, because the energy, the oomph, the things that you have to, it's a whole process. So take from where you are right now and think, when was the last time that I was happy? Before I went on this, I'm not happy anymore, because there was some point in your life that you were good to go and you were happy. There is. You just have to take a little moment. And even though we have really bad things happen to us in life, the whole day is not usually, I mean, there's some exceptions out there, but usually there's something you can find to embrace to make it magical for you guys. You don't have to live in the land of sadness. And I've never lived in the land of sadness fully, but I've always been like, why do I get treated this way? Why do people always make me as an option? Why are people always irritated with me and they don't want to hear me? It bothers people to hear me. I've had people complain, tell me I'm too loud, I'm too happy. I had my jerk HR person, which I don't even know how she became an HR person, ask me if I got my hearing checked. Because when I get excited, my voice carries and I'm loud. Okay? And all these things finally hit me like a ton of bricks, and I figured out I wasn't crazy. All these people going around telling me, why are you so emotional? Why are you always so wound up and crazy? And it's like, push my buttons, watch me go. Well, because I wasn't grounded. And because my whole life I've had people make me feel like, this is crazy. This just fell out while I was talking. Make me feeling safe. And you can see there's people, she don't feel safe. I haven't felt safe my whole life. I felt safe in moments of my life because I've surrounded myself always. I've always had my circle of even one person. I've always had someone to be like a protector of me. So I've always had, that's probably why I've had a guy, because I've always picked a strong person to be my mate, because people like to pick on me and because of the way I look. So when I have a mate, they usually don't come around when I got this big burly dude around me. And that's why I've always picked a big burly, crazy, psychotic jerk. Because those are the ones that, even though they're crazy, I'm theirs and they're not. That's my way of thinking, that I'm going to be protected. But now I'm learning to stand in my power, and I'm learning to not be bothered when people complain about my loudness or my happiness or whatever it is. I'm learning that they're just coming from their own space. Thank you, Fiat. He said, I love your oracle. Old lives. Interesting. Number six is a number of relationships, by the way. So your ex was born on 3/8. Yeah, she is definitely a March Pisces, and she's probably really spicy if she's unhealed. March Pisces they're almost like Leos. They're very showy, flashy, except they're very emotional and they wear their heart on their sleeves. But boy, that'll be your stalker if they like you and you cut them off and you didn't tell them bye or you ghosted them. That's where the cray comes out. So feeling safe. I thought this was fun. This came out right as I was talking, guys. So Lori says, yes, we need people. And Fiat says, let that bad energy out. So interesting. You channel your old lives. Oracles channel other people's feelings. So yes, start feeling safe out there. There's that yellow one there. It's about feeling courage. The purple is there because it's about compassion, mercy, connecting with your spirit team. Have compassion and compassion for yourself. Have it for yourself, guys, and stand in your power. Shine bright. Stop making yourself small. Stop making yourself small. Please stop making yourself small. And there are affirmations with these that I want to read for you guys. Because this one's pretty cool. So it says, have you felt frightened or insecure lately? This card signaling that heaven is aware of your feelings and has come to your aid. You are surrounded by heavenly beings who love and protect you on an ongoing basis. The fairies remind you that your thoughts of danger are triggering your feelings of vulnerability. So in your mind, you have given your power to some outside entity. You believe that this idol that you have created has the power to hurt you. Yet the only power it has is that which you have attributed to it. The fairies urge you to awaken from this mistaken concept. You have the power to create a happy and secure dream and make the final decision to feel safe. So repeat after me. I am safe. I am secure. I am completely protected at all times. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, angels. That's a very powerful, very, very powerful. And see those stairs? It's about being at the bottom of the stairs, and there's 2 staircases. So choose which path you want to go on. No, there's not necessarily a right or a wrong, but you can't just stay out of fear and just be paralyzed. You have to walk up those stairs. Go on your journey. Your angels are protecting you. So I think we're on the same team. Yes, we probably are, my friend. If you're a light worker, if you do angels, if you work with the angelic realm, you're probably my fellow earth angel. Spirit works in all kinds of fun different ways. So let's see what messages we're going to have for this Lion's Gate portal. And thank you guys so much for coming and joining this portal. I hope this has helped raising your vibration level and know that you have the power. Awesome. I work with Archangel Michael too, Fiat. So he is Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael are my 2 to-go angels because I'm a energy healer too. So if you do energy healing, most likely you work with those because Archangel Michael gives you courage and the strength, and he's like the warrior. He's the head angel. But he helps protect us too, but he helps give us courage to walk and speak our truth. And Archangel Raphael helps to clear out our energy because, for one, we transmute a lot of other people's negative energy and they have to clear out our channel. And also the energy that we carry from our past, from our karmic lessons here, they help us clear this out. So I collect bad energy, yeah. So it's important for you to transmute that negative energy and not store it within yourself, because sometimes healers, we have chakras also on our back. So you have one on the back of your head, one in the back of your rib cage, and one in the back of by your spine. And it's very important to clear those out. You can do an Epsom salt bath. That helps. You can go out in nature, touch rocks, crystals, work, but having an amethyst stone really helps too, because this energy is not for us to keep. And it's important for you to clear out other people's negative energy, because it ends up being a block for you. Because sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't feel good. And when I first started out as an energy healer, because I work with Archangel Raphael to send healing green light, and I do distance healing, and I made a mistake because I didn't know. And I said, I want to take up all her negative energy. Well, this girl was like 18 and she had a bad back history. And I don't know, but I know that I sucked up all her negative energy. And for like 2 weeks, I felt like I got hit by a train, because it's a real thing. Energy healing's real. And when you say, I will take in your energy, guess what? You're taking that in. And so now when I take it in, I hold it in my hand. I don't take it in my physical body no more, because that was a dumb rookie mistake. I put it in my hand, and when I'm done, water naturally transmutes negative energy. So if you're having a rough day and you're an empath or a water sign, put your hands under warm water for about 5 or 10 minutes. And what it'll do is it'll help transmute, and you put the intention of putting all that negative energy there, and it'll actually help you to clear out the negative energy. Another fun thing is you can use your hand as a vacuum, and you go on top of your head like this, and you go down, and you imagine this vacuum sucking up all the negative energy, and you go all the way down, all the way to your feet, and you suck up that negative energy. And then again, you can go and wash it all away, or you can hold crystals, or you can put your hands in the dirt. So you have to release fast. Yes, I release it in safe locations. So yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're probably laughing so hard, because everybody I've ever told about my mistake as an energy healer is like, good job, why'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. But you live, you learn, and you make mistakes, and nobody's perfect, and you can't beat yourself up and say, you're not a good enough energy healer. You did a dumb mistake. Well, we all do dumb mistakes and we learn. So, and sometimes you have to make that mistake. That's why I tell people it's not about good or bad. It's about learning. And once you learn, if you really learn that lesson and it was a horrible, not fun lesson, when that lesson, like even the scent of, you might have to go through that lesson again, you're like, oh no, I'm not going through that again. I already learned my lesson. See how it works, guys? It's a learning experience, definitely. And this is another message for Lionsgate Portal: dreams coming true and family harmony. So this is a really special message. The wings of healing. I feel like Archangel Raphael is working some healing, especially with a mom and a son. So if you are a mom and a son out there relationship, know that he's working on healing this relationship, but he needs to, for the mom, you need to know that you need to carry your son on your back and make him feel secure. I don't care if he's 30, but it's also about letting him, don't helicopter either, especially if he's 30. Because you gotta let him have the choice to decide. So sometimes mom are a little overbearing for their sons because they don't want them to get hurt. And sometimes that's good, but sometimes that's not so good, because it's got to be healthy and balanced, okay? And dreams coming true, this is all about your sacral. This is about your emotions, and then there's 3 angels on there. So this is about taking steps to manifest. And there's a frog on there. I bet you guys didn't see that. There's a frog there. He's camouflaged in like stone. Frogs are all about speaking up, speaking your truth as well. Hopping up for opportunities. I definitely, and I'm hearing hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. So that definitely has a relevance for you guys too. And I'm hearing the little, what are they? The dandelions, the ones that you blow on to make a wish. So I want to give you guys these affirmations that come with this. Definitely, you're going to have some healings coming around. So have positive thoughts to help and know your relationships with family members are healing. And as you hold loving thoughts, about the souls involved, including yourself, you experience genuine family harmony. So sometimes it's about letting go, letting people. Don't hold your opinions against, especially family members. If you have the family member that's clearly the alcoholic and doesn't have a job, do we need to talk about him? We already know. Let's send some love and light to that one, and let's stop talking about him. So have patience. You are beginning to feel a great healing in these relationships. And the fairies ask you to think of 3 reasons why you are grateful for each member of your family. And if one person particularly seems to frustrate you, think of 5 reasons why this person is worthy of love and send blessings and prayers to that person. And you'll start having healing in this. So I feel like this is something that somebody's really needed out there. But the angels come with the dreams coming true message, and they want you to repeat this affirmation for family harmony. I see the goodness within each member of my family. My family life is harmonious and filled with love and joy. And so it is. And so for the dreams coming true message, your heart's desires are manifesting into reality. The fairies ask you to hold fast to your faith and expect positive outcomes. So if you are going through a family rift right now, feed it with positive. Stop feeding the negative, because the negative is just going to make it be more chaotic. So ask the fairies and your creator to help you release any fears that could cause you to sabotage your success. Know that you deserve this new abundance, and it will bring much joy to you and those in your life. Okay? My heart is filled with gratitude and excitement, knowing that wonderful people and situations surround me. And so it is. So know that the more that you affirm and visualize and practice positive practices, the things you're praying about, the things you want will happen. So maybe you're looking to either settle a conflict, or maybe you're married and you just want your kids and your family all to get along. This is telling you it's coming, but you got to stop focusing on the challenges and what happened, and you got to be willing to give forgiveness for this. Especially if they're your family member, you might as well just forgive. But you don't have to forget, okay? But you do have to forgive, and it's not forgiving them. It's forgiving the situation, and it's forgiving yourself for being a part of this and letting it go. And that's how you forgive. Because I don't forgive people necessarily, but I forgive the situation. I forgive it happened, and I release it. And I release it all to the angels to transmute with love and light, and know that they can send positive energy back to fill this negative energy, and good things are coming. So definitely know that it's coming. Your family, that's a cool thing to manifest today. It's ask, believe, receive. So focus your attention. Energy goes where attention flows. Focus your energy on positive outcomes. You will get more of what you desire. But if you focus on the negative, unfortunately, you get more of the negative too. So decide what you want. You got to set your intentions. What do you want today? Do you want the good or the bad? Do you want more chaos, or do you want less chaos? So I want less chaos. Well, what do I got to do? Now I got to put some plans and some goals. I affirm that I am worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of love. I am worthy of having a good, healthy family atmosphere. So those are some things. It's affirming. Affirm what you want today. Don't ask. Because that's what a Leo is. It's not just about asking. It's about you're going to get it because you deserve it. Speak what you want. You have to speak it into existence if you want to manifest it. So stop being that person that says, I don't ask for nothing. Well, you're not going to get nothing because you got to ask. That's the first step. Okay, so put your pride down. And who cares if you have to ask? Who are you to judge me anyways, okay? Because you're going to go through your own situation. So speak what you want and speak it into existence. To heal, you must be aware of the source. So if you want to start healing today, you've got to start being aware of where this is coming from. You got to find the root of, that's why it's your inner child. You got to go in there and go, why am I so scared to do anything in life? And then you find out that you have abandonment issues, or you have something that's down there that you stuffed down that you don't want to deal with necessarily. But I'm telling you, deal with it earlier than later. Okay, because if I would have known all these tools in my 20s, I would have been a manifesting diva and had a lot of things, okay, because I didn't know. My 30s, I was checked out in a marriage. Okay, now in my 40s, I know this stuff. And that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know this stuff works and I want to help you guys help yourselves. That's why I became an intuitive coach. That's why I don't just sit here and read what does he love me and will he come back to me readings. I actually do soul angelic purpose readings because I want to see people out there climb the ladder of success. I don't want to be up here all by myself. I want to teach people and see how I taught them and what they use with my teachings and how far they can go. It's all about a domino effect. This is I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon, but here's an awesome reading for those of you and a confirmation for our Lionsgate portal manifestation reading. Angels are confirming here about a new location. This came up reversed because it's detoxification. You need to detoxify your toxic atmosphere. If you were wondering if you should go somewhere new, yes, definitely yes. And there's those 3 butterflies. 3 is a number for you. Okay, 333 is about the masterism. Ascended masters coming, and like Buddha, Jesus, all of them are surrounding you to help you manifest these new things. But you got to detoxify. You got to detoxify the old out and cleanse all that negative energy. Stop being stop holding on to negative energy. You're like a bin that you're holding on this negative energy. Release it. If you want a new place, go get it. You can get that new place, but you gotta sit down and manifest it. Don't always just get up and run to a new place, because when you make decisions in desperation, then you totally end up having to remake that decision again. If you don't make it in the utmost confidence and power, you're going to make a lower vibration decision, which will be a lesson. And it won't be that blessing that you wanted, but this is definitely a blessing. So this is either a job, a house, or you're going to a new place. So I feel like it's either you're going to find a new place to work, you're going to find a new place to live, or maybe you're moving with your family, but you're going to a new place. You have to detoxify the old, or you're going to bring the old with you. It's kind of like how they say you can't take the girl out of the hood. Okay. Or you can take the girl out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the girl. That's one of the sayings, or the country, Either way, if you don't detoxify those negative patterns, no, you cannot. That's why people that live lower class, when they get an upper class, they don't know how to live because they never lived it before. And then people don't accept you because you do things like burp really loud, or talk over people, or stuff like that. And there's a whole etiquette to being successful. I always tell people that if you want to be, it's not about just having money in your hand. If you want to be truly successful, truly have money, be a millionaire, start taking etiquette classes right now. Because there's a whole etiquette to living in that bracket, okay? It's not just about the money, okay? And if you notice, like, rappers go and get, all of a sudden they can talk in an interview perfectly, but when they're on their songs, you're like, this hood dude, and then he talks, he's like, hello, how are you today, ma'am? And yeah, and furthermore, I detest that. And that's because they have etiquette, guys. Because that's the thing you guys don't see behind all the social media, all this other stuff, is they were taught how to speak. It's vocabulary. It's using your emotional intelligence. So if you don't have the amount of money that you want, you don't have the things exactly that you think you need, start taking time to do things to make it where it attracts to you. So if you don't know how to speak to people, if you don't know how to communicate, if your vocabulary is very small, start educating yourself, start raising your vibration and get higher, and start. Knowledge is the key. If you want to be successful and you want to be a millionaire tomorrow or sometime in this lifetime, knowledge, okay? Because you have to be smart. It's not about book knowledge, like going to school. You don't have to just go to college to be smart, but you do need to open up a book ever so often. Maybe turn off your YouTube where they're doing dumb things and it's low vibe humor, okay? Maybe do things like read a book about the universe, the law of attraction. There's actually, like, I think it's 12 laws that we operate on. Read about this. This will help you to start getting and to the things that you want in life. And also know butterflies are about being in your joy, knowing that you start out as a caterpillar, okay, guys? A butterfly starts off as a caterpillar and then it goes into its cocoon. And when it comes out, did you know it doesn't know if it's going to come out a moth or a butterfly? Thank you for the roses. That's awesome. 8 roses. You are awesome. Thank you. So, butterflies go into a caterpillars go into a cocoon. They emerge either a moth or a butterfly. Look that one up. And we spend most of our time as the actual caterpillar, okay? Because the moth or the butterfly, for example, only lives a few weeks as a butterfly, okay? Like a few months, few weeks. Very short time span. So you got to be in this present moment of what you love and what makes you happy in this moment. And if something's not making you happy in this moment, it's okay to redirect yourself and do something that makes you happy, because we're so taught to sit there and it's not a good time. Why are you smiling? Why are you looking so happy? Now is not the time to be happy. Why? I'm not going to sit here all day. Like, I've had people pass in my life, and it's kind of cool that I'm a medium, because I've never had that, like, just because you died, you're gone forever. Your spirit lives on. So I go in and out of being sad about people leaving, because I'm sad that they're not here anymore physically for me to talk to them. But spiritually, their spirit lives on. And I don't know, it's almost like I feel more like they're around me. I can be more greedy and have them for myself because they're here with me, and I don't have everybody else who wanted to take that person's attention from me, because a lot of people were jealous that person gave me attention. That's how a lot of it's happened in my life. So gotta go. Thanks for your time. You're welcome, Fiat. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you for joining. I appreciate all your time and energy coming. Hello, translucent hippie and chaotic mama. Thanks for joining. So your inner mouth is a two-edged sword. That's what Fiat just said. So Barb says that's how cons give themselves away. Absolutely. How do we find ourselves who we were in a past life? So you can visit the that was scary. You can visit the I can't even, oh my God, my brain has left today. You can visit the library. I can't even, I'm so embarrassed right now, I can't think of the word. Help me out, guys. It starts with an A. It's the library. Yeah, this is embarrassing that I can't think of. Anyways, you gotta, well, I'll think about it and I'll get back with you because I really can't think of the word right now, and it starts with an A. I think it's the archaic records. Oh my God. What's wrong with you, Jesse? I'm not even gonna, I have the tarot deck too. This is a really embarrassing moment in life, but it's okay because I'm gonna take this moment. The Akashic. I'm gonna take this moment and I got it. So if you ever have a loose of your mind, ask Spirit to put it in there. Akashic Records. Oh my gosh. Whew. Thank you, Spirit. So you visit the Akashic Records, and the Akashic Records, think of it as a filing cabinet over your head, and say you want to go in and you want to pull something out like you do in a doctor's office, you pull a folder out. Well, this is like the never-ending filing cabinet, so you can go over your head and look in that filing cabinet and look at all the information of all the things that have ever happened to you in all your past life. That's where you find out your true information. You can do, excuse me, you have, I keep hiccuping, so that means something, guys. That's your throat chakra. You can do a guided meditation and actually go in with your guides and go to the Akashic Records. There's Akashic Records, or Akashic Tarot too, that I have. And it helps you walk on things that you have done in past lives. And then that helps you understand why your life is this way. So for example, and there's also some tarot spreads that you can do because different tarot cards mean different things. So like if you were Queen of Swords reversed, that means that you probably weren't a very nice person. You were very kind of bitter, kind of malicious, maybe gossipy kind of person back in the day. I found out that I did a spread a while along when I first started my my spiritual awakening, and found out that I have I used to be like a factory CEO, and I wasn't very nice, and I was very greedy, and it was all about me, and I didn't care about you. So I spent all my riches in my past life on me, and when everybody else put their hand out, I was like, high five, yeah, I'm not giving you nothing, I'm giving it to me. Because of that, in this lifetime, guess what I'm doing? It's fight or flight all the time, and I'm constantly in feast or famine, and that's my karmic lesson for learning to not be selfish. And so when you're going into your past life, I always tell people to be cautious, because it did take me a few little bit to take in that big pill, because your ego is like, you're not selfish, how can somebody say you're selfish? Well, apparently I was. Those are the facts. It's black and white. But don't beat up yourself for what you were. You can't beat yourself up if you've learned the facts. I always say, tell me the truth. The truth will set you free. A lie will just get you deeper in there. And I'm going to find out the truth in the end, because whatever happens in the dark always comes to the light. So embrace it, no matter how horrible or sad of a truth is, and embrace that, hey, that's not me in this lifetime. That's the angels giving me a chance to change my behaviors. That's why we come to Earth, to learn how to be a spirit and a human body, okay? We're unlimited beings, but we're in this human body and we're in this earthly plane that is a different atmosphere than our angelic astral realm that we usually live in. So it's a whole learning process for us. And don't beat yourself up. And I really tell you that because it took me a long time to be like, you're a worthless person and you were mean and greedy to people in the past life when I was having a bad day. I was like, you can't, that's not how it works. That's not why Spirit showed you this message. They showed you so you can be better. And I don't forget who I am, and I'm always humble. But I know that I'm not that greedy person, and if I was, it's because I was taught it. And it was obviously something that ran in my generational bloodline, okay? Because I can't help what other people have done in my but I can control me. You got to control what is in control. Well, you can always control yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your choices. Always remember that. So no problem. Alchemy. So there is alchemy, but what I'm talking about is the archaic records. Oh my gosh. An Alchemist is a very good book too to read. If you get a chance, go read. I was actually like I am now. So get rid of ego. Yes, you definitely have to get rid of ego, but you can't fully get rid of ego, just so you guys know. You can shush it, you can manage it, you can balance it, but your ego is there kind of like a safety latch, okay? It's supposed to help catch you and be your protection, but our egos get blown up. And so you got your ego, your higher self, and your shadow self. And if you could become unbalanced, is because your shadow self and your ego self have kind of made besties, and now they're just going to make a lot of chaos in your life because your ego has to feel good. If your ego don't feel good, that's when you don't feel good about yourself. And so that's why you say stroke your ego, because that's when you start. Your ego needs to feel good. You need positive in to get positive out. So you need somebody to tell you, hey, you did a good job. High five. Hey, I like your shirt. Give you a compliment. You got to have that. And if you don't have somebody doing that, guess what? You got to be the one to do that. You got to be like, girl, you look good today. Can't even take my eyes off of you. I love it. You got to be your own cheerleader some days. So yes, it sucks to be lonely. It sucks to be alone. But I'm never truly lonely when I'm alone, because I know Spirit's always there. And if I'm alone, it's for me to take time out for myself, because I give way too much of myself to everybody all the time. And that's when, so instead of cursing the fact that you're alone, change that mindset, change that perspective, look at it a little bit differently. So thank you guys so much for being here. I do offer one-to-one angel sessions, intuitive coaching, virtually. You can check out my link in my bio. Please go subscribe to, and oh man, I just got to show you this again. That is so super awesome. This new location is coming across, and family harmony and new opportunity. So this is pretty amazing, being that it's Lions Portal, 8-8 today, Lionsgate. I've never had someone tell me good things. I've had to pat myself on the back, yes. And I bet you've had somebody tell you good things, but not consistently. So or maybe you had somebody tell you, hey, you look good today, and you didn't believe it, so you didn't accept it. So therefore, that's where that wound comes in of it's giving and receiving. And you have to give to get, but you also have to be able to accept to receive. And sometimes we block it off because we're like, we don't believe that about ourselves. So if somebody tells me, ooh, you look skinny today, and you're like, girl, I am not skinny. I am like 500 pounds. You're not going to believe that. So therefore, your ego is not going to let you accept that, and therefore doesn't come in. And that was your compliment to help you feel better, to pull you out of that negative energy. So you got to be able to accept, even if it's the smallest thing of accepting a compliment, because the right people didn't give you, the people that you wanted to tell you good job and good things did not validate you, is what happened. Because I've had a lot of people tell me awesome things, but if the right person doesn't tell you that one thing that you need to hear, that's when we get the hang up and we're like, well, we suck because that person did not tell me good job. So this project that I did sucks because that person didn't validate me. And you're like, wow, you have 100. I'm going to tag you in this video I said about, and it has me and the queen, Alice in Wonderland queen. And it's playing in my head right now. You could have everybody on this planet tell you a good job, but if you don't love yourself first, and if you don't have the right people that you want to tell you that you did a good job and that they love you, guess what? It don't matter. You could have everyone in the world, but if you don't have the people that you truly want to hear from, that's when you're like, I never get this. So you do a great job. I'm finally able to do that. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're doing a great job too. And it's all about learning. Don't be so hard on yourself. Laugh when you make a mistake. Laugh when you repeat that pattern again. I laugh. I'm like, good job. High five, Jess. We've been on this journey for 5 years now, and we're still going back into the toxic pattern of low vibe, toxic friendships. I'm going to learn this one day because I still get stumped with narcissists, and man, they come in. And they always come in and they make me feel wanted, and I'm like, ooh, I'm wanted. Ooh, you guys want to be my friend? Ooh. And it sounds so exciting because most of my friends have passed. I've had friends. In this lifetime, we get older and we beat up ourselves because we don't have friends like we used to when we were kids. Because when we were kids, guess what? We went to school. That's why we had so many opportunities to make friends with people, because we went to school for 8 hours a day and we were made to go there and we were made to make friends. When you're an adult, that's why most of us don't want to make friends, because we were made to make friends to get out of our parents' hair when we were younger. So when you're older, if you're not making friends, it's maybe you don't know how to, because adults are a lot less accepting. And like, you say one wrong thing and it's like, close down. Sorry, you can't be of my friendship. I think you're weird. Bye. And I've experienced this. I had somebody tell me you want to go to the club, and I was like, sure, let's go to the club. I went there. They ghosted me. And this was like something traumatic that's supposed to happen to you when you're in like high school, okay? And the mean girls play a prank on you. I went to this club, and the person I was supposed to go with couldn't find his ID, so I had to go alone. And this is when I broke up with my ex, and had to go there by myself. And I'm gonna make this real quick because I can't see now. But ultimately, they ghosted me, and they kept texting me saying they were around, and they weren't around. And it made me really sad because I ended up having to be at this club by myself, already paid my entrance fee. So I ended up having to be there by myself for the rest of the night because these mean girls thought they were funny, and they worked with me. So I showed up to work and I was like, how are you this morning? And she didn't talk to me for a month. She never explained why she did it, but she was scared. And so, moral to the story, adults, I feel, can be a little meaner than kids. But know that you are amazing, you are beautiful, and you are worthy to have friends, and you can be my friend anytime. I love having friends, but you have to be a high vibe to be my friend. Because I can't do low vibe, I just can't. It's hard to be an angel intuitive, and you gotta at least try to make the effort to not be low vibe if you're gonna be my friend. But you can be my friend all day long. And we can talk, and you can even be sad, but we can't live in it. That's my only rule. You can't live in it. You got to actually make the effort because that's what I do. I'm actually living this. So today is Lions Portal 88. My phone is about to die, guys, but I'm going to show you this new opportunity. And new location. So definitely that's an awesome way. And I can't see, so I'm sorry if you guys are saying anything down there. I can't read it. Good, I'm learning. Be my friend. I'll be your friend, Barb. As long as, like I said, I'll be anybody's friend, but you have to understand that I don't vibrate in the low vibration. So you can be sad for a moment, but then we got to be like, okay, let's go do stuff. Let's go do fun stuff. Because I don't live in the sad, because I've lived in the sad for all my life, but never all day, because I've never been that way. I'm a happy, outgoing person. And the narcissist and the negative people of the world have made me not live that. So I'm living in my true joy. So if you're ready to have fun and live in your true joy and be silly and just do things, come be my friend. Come join my holistic healing group. Come join my Patreon. I'm doing this. So you guys have amazing things. Doors of opportunity are wide open. New locations are coming. And most importantly, family harmony is coming. This is a really huge message for you guys for this Lionsgate portal. Manifest that today. Today, take extra care in being happy. Live in your joy just for today. That's the Reiki principles, by the way, just for today. I will not anger. Just for today. I will not be sad. Just for today. That's not all of them, but that's a few of them. But love and light, beautiful souls. Hope you have a wonderful Lionsgate. Connect with your Leo. Know that you are worthy of it. You don't have to take scraps. You go get your abundance, and you get served first. You don't have to be second. Second best is not what you need to do today. Manifest your dreams, love and light. Come and join my Patreon. I'm giving out free memberships. Send me a message if this live hit you, or drop a replay if you're watching this on my YouTube channel. But gotta go. And it is, it's 11:51, so awesome. You guys have a beautiful day. Love and light, beautiful souls, and happy Lionsgate portal. Manifest your dreams today.